Welcome to Violet Light Tarot. This is the Virgo July lessons and takeaways for 2020. Welcome to all Virgo who are rising, sun, moon, Venus, and of course cross watchers are also welcome, always. Please note that this is going to be a collective reading for all Virgo audience, and if you're looking for something a little more specific to your personal energies, please check the description below for the link to the store for personal readings. Otherwise, please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, don't make anything fit, and yeah, let's see what we can find out about the lessons for you for the month of July. How has your month been? Let us find out. We are starting out with the 7 of Cups. Choices. Lots and lots of choices. That's good. Deciding what you want to do for your birthday. Realizing that things are opening up. Hopefully staying open during your birthday season coming up. Trying to figure out what exactly you want to do. We do have the Hermit card as well. Keeping to yourself lately, maybe working with that isolation that's been going on. We have the 9 of Swords as well. Let's see. Oh, lots and lots. Hang on. There we go. Oh, this one. Okay. And we're finishing the top row with the Page of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing as being what's been happening for you, Virgo, for July is that you had, like literally as I mentioned, had a lot of choices to go through and maybe a lot of decisions as well with regard to those choices, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You've been making them alone though. I see you haven't really been seeking counsel with anyone else, which, Virgo, understandable. But it's basically you have been not in your head in a bad way, necessarily, but there is a negative element to it because whatever it was, it started out that you were like, okay, I gotta make some choices, gotta make some decisions, see what's going on, and you were like, you know what, I'm gonna do this myself, I'm gonna make all the choices myself because it's your life, right? Unfortunately, it started to get a little heavy and you ended up having sleepless nights because the choices were not necessarily too many choices, but it wasn't like you have a choice that's clear. You didn't have something where you were like, okay, well, if I go with this one, then that's okay because the other ones aren't any good. It was literally like, you know, do I go with the blue one or the black one kind of thing, or do I go with, you know, the Nissan or the, I can't think of anything else. Do I go with the Nissan or do I go with like the Hyundai? You know, that kind of thing. I know those are vastly different vehicles, but it's like the choices that you were trying to decide on, you literally ended up starting out being okay with it, and then unfortunately ending up so in your head with it that it was keeping you up at night. You were becoming anxious. Maybe the choices ended up having deadlines that you've been, you know, you have to make this choice by the by the 1st of August. And so when the month first started, you were like, oh, I have 31 days, I can do this, whatever. Oh, I have 7, you know, it's only the 7th, I have, you know, 24 days, it's fine. and then slowly it became, it's the 15th, I have 16 days, it's the, you know, and suddenly you're into the last full week of July and you're still trying to make the choices. And of course, then it becomes something that's like, oh my God, what do I do? You know, and you're starting to try and have a mini meltdown, unfortunately, trying to figure out what it is. And, you did have this page of wands as well. So it tells me that the choice that you've been trying to make has been something that you originally started out as being excited about, and it was something that really set a fire in you as well as under you. And it was very exciting. It was the kid energy of desire, right? And it was something exciting, something fun, something adventurous. And unfortunately, at this point, it's become, but if I choose this, what about this? And if I choose this, what happens to the other? And for some of you, it may actually end up being people that you're trying to choose between, as significant otherwise. Maybe you have two relationships that you're trying to figure out which one to continue with. And so it could be also that, being the Knave of Wands, the exciting decision you're trying to make is actually between some fire signs. Maybe some Aries, Leo, Sagittarius are involved. Not necessarily, and that's fine too. It could be any of the other 9, including Virgo, zodiacs as well. So let's find some clarifiers and see exactly what we can about this particular energy we're dealing with here for you. This one wants to come out. Yeah, so we've got, here it is. We've got the 5 of Cups to clarify the 7 of Cups. So you started out with a whole bunch of decisions, and unfortunately it looks like some of them weren't as good as the other ones. And you started to get stuck in the negative aspects of them, and what I'm seeing is that part of it may have actually been more of a dilemma. Now, people get this wrong all the time. The true definition of a dilemma is a choice between 2 or more unsavory outcomes. Like all the outcomes, no matter which way you turn, are all going to end up bad in some way. And that is the true definition of a dilemma. You also have the 4 of Cups in reverse, clarifying for the Hermit. So any kind of assistance that Spirit was trying to provide to you during this time, like the 4 of Cups, has paying attention to the 3 cups that are sitting there empty. Very much forlorn, very much in your head, very much in the Hermit mode. Unable to see this 4th cup that's literally being offered out of the ether. It's being offered by Spirit in the universe, saying, here, yoo-hoo, take a look. Guess what? there is an out, there is an up, there's an option you're not looking at. And it wasn't that you weren't, well, in the 4 of Cups upright, you are able to see, or are not able to see, that cup is there. And in this case, because it's in reverse, even in your Hermit mode, even with your meditations, you were able to see that something was coming and being offered that was a solution. But unfortunately, even that solution was keeping you up. And I think that the solution that was being offered may not have been in the direction that you were hoping the outcome would go. So it could be like, you're really pulling for that Nissan, you're really pulling for that, that move to who knows where you want that condo or whatever. And the out that's being given to you by Spirit's going, hey, check this out. Over here we have a Toyota. Or over here we have, a great 2-bedroom apartment in this city. If you just stay here and you don't move away, you've got this great place right here and everything will be fine. But you're like, but I want the Nissan, or but I want the place out of town. I want to move, and you're being offered it, but it's not the choice you want. So it's not that it's not being offered. It's not that you don't see that it's being offered. You see it. You're just not interested in the fact that it's there. The Nine of Swords is being clarified by the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a very independent energy with regard to your desires, and again, exactly why you weren't going with whatever was being offered to you as being the out. You were being provided with that particular response, and unfortunately wasn't what you wanted, so it was keeping you up going, but how do I get what I actually want? How do I get the thing that I'm interested in? Where does the choice come in that I want to have as the choice that I'm going with? And in that energy of sleepless nights and anxiety over how do I make the decision that I want to make, you were very much stubborn within your power and desire and intuition of wanting a specific thing. I'm just getting the clarifier for you for the... Okay, took off right onto the floor. So it was the Three of Wands that clarifies for the Page of Wands. So... Okay, I see what happened. So you were very stuck in your energies as far as what you wanted to have happen and what you were looking into and what you were hoping would happen. So you were very... I don't like to use the term narrow-minded because it has such a bad connotation these days, but very singularly focused, we'll put it that way, with regard to what you were hoping for, what you wanted, and trying to make that the only choice possible. That you were very keen on this, very excited about that being the option. And what I'm seeing is that in this case, though, the option that you wanted is coming towards you. So you are getting what you want. And the... oh, the saying that was just provided to me, literally, I just heard it, or thought it, and that's kind of where it's coming from, is be careful what you wish for. So you have chosen what you've chosen. You've made that decision that you had wanted to make, so congratulations on having that. However, you are now being advised that is the choice you've made, and their spirit and the universe are kind of like, you know what, okay, if you want to experience that particular avenue, then absolutely. And it's going to play out however it's going to play out, but I don't see it playing out the way you were hoping it would. I'm just, that's as far as I can get. As I'm being focused on the lesson that was previously learned as opposed to where this is headed, that's as far as they'll tell me, is that it may not be, be careful what you wish for. It may not end up being what you wanted or what you thought you wanted. So this is what I have for you, Virgo, for the lessons and takeaways for July of 2020. Thank you so much for joining. Please comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We do have the August predictions coming out in the next couple of days, so please stay tuned for that. And try and have a good next couple of days for the end of July. Yeah, bye for now.